kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone, it's Kane. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running inside, it's Cobb. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense. And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, one of the reasons why it's hard to run against this defense is because of that guy right there. He's one of the best D tackles in the game, and he's got tremendous explosiveness, quicks. He's strong at the point of attack. He can shed blocks, and he completely ate that last run up.
On the ground, it's Cobb. Might have a chance. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And they said to us in the meetings leading up to this football game, really wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, run the football. First drive, this is exactly what they're doing. They're getting what they want. This defense has to get better at the point of attack.
And he's in. Touchdown, Auburn.
We knew this offense wanted to come into this one establishing the run, guys. They didn't even attempt to throw on their first drive. They were more physical. They were pushing guys around up front. This guy caps it off with a nice touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Say it. With the catch, it's Johnson. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Ready, go. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to him on the ground. Maybe some room here. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. With the draw, it's Jackson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you get a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Here's Julian saying to throw. Trying to find the end zone. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the 1st down marker.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollard.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Tigers want to crank the tempo. They'll go right back to it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore. I think giving that up, man. You've got to be physical. You've got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical.
There's a crease. Past the 50. Past the 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Ohio State calls its 2nd timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Cobb. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the 1st down.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
They'll give it to Washington. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll run it with Bryson Washington. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense. You're creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Tigers!
And they pay off the drive with a touchdown run, but what a drive. Almost the full length of the field, 98 yards. That's how you put a drive together when you're backed up on your own 2-yard line and get 6.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Sayin to throw. Looking for a big play. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this.
Snags it, and there's running room. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. Sayin back to the air. Makes the grab. Great reaction by this defense. Immediately on the catch. Swarming to the ball. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Sayin. With the catch, it's Johnson. Final timeout called by the Buckeyes. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Open on the right side, that's Smith. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the 2nd quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the 2nd half.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job of ball security.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. He wants it all. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Nothing too exotic about that blitz right there. That's just the middle linebacker coming right up the middle of the field in the teeth of that offensive lineman. Nobody accounted for him, and he gets home.
Fires deep toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a two-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
And the extra point is good. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Brown will throw it. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Finds his man, it's Singleton. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. Set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And these third downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the third down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Throwing, say it. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. This noise, this crowd, and you can feel the jolt of energy going through the Buckeyes.
Well, everybody loves 5-yard runs, Reese, but come on, let's get real. When you're chucking the ball down the field and you got great quarterback play and wide receivers out wide that are making plays, fans go nuts, and the horseshoe is one of the loudest places in all of college football.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Dropping back, it's Sayin. Caught near the sticks, it's Roberts. Touchdown, Ohio State! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
And he made the extra point without problem. The returner will field it and bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Look out, he's got room. Picks up the first down. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. Here's a give to Washington. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff, Washington running left. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Brown wants to pass. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He'll pull it down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Say it. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Makes the catch at the 20. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Buckeye. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields. Might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground. You're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
He'll bring it out. It's Kane. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Auburn lines up quickly.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Brown will throw it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's caught. Off and running. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Direct snap. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for two fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking for room. It's Jackson. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Right back to the well. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking long. Goes high to pull it in. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Taken in by Smith on the right side. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Ready to go back to work on offense. They'll start on the ground with Washington. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On third down, here's Washington. He stopped at the 15, not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team.
The defense is going to need one more stop. This is the game right now. You just got one on that last run play, setting up fourth down. Do you bring pressure? What are we doing defensively here to make sure that we can get off the field and win this game?
He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field, catch the defense off guard.
Brown wants to pass. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Second of 3 timeouts. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Upstairs, he's got it. They're able to ride him down, but not before he has flipped the field with a huge pickup on the play. And now they are set up coming out of the 2-minute timeout. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Here's a give to Washington.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it. That's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, going to the air. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. The Tigers are back on top.
And this is always an interesting spot for me now because you're going to have to go for 2 regardless. I don't know if it's now or if it's later when you score, but at some point you're going to have to pull the trigger. So that's a you decision, but nice job by this offense getting the touchdown now to give yourself that opportunity to have a choice.
Here comes the 2-point try. Brown will throw it. He will be stopped short, just shy of the goal line, and the 2-point conversion attempt will fail. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. Gives them a chance to put together a strategy here in the waning moments. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. The give as they work on that clock. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They go right back to it. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Now the Tigers will take their final timeout of the half. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Saying to throw for it on 4th. Unleashes one deep. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Ohio State! Game is essentially over right now, and you wonder if it's really necessary to jack up the score like this.
It might not be necessary, but it won't be forgotten. I can tell you that, because coaches, they don't forget things like this. Late in games, you want to run the score up, get that extra touchdown. I'll get the chance in the future to do this back to you. I like it. Just keep it in the back of your mind.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Brown wants to pass. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. To the air on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Nimrod. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play. It'll look nice in the stats column, but probably not enough to make a difference in the game. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. If they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
2-point conversion attempt is on the way. They'll go to the air. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick. And David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right. They put the right players on the field.
Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
After this, it'll be a wrap. Here's Sayin to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defense offenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers and get that ball back to your offense so they can do their damage. Defense just needed to create a few more opportunities.
I think it just came down to individual effort on the defensive side of the football for this team. Somebody needs to step up in big moments in big games and make the play to win. We didn't see it happen today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack.